Have you ever met someone who just knows what to do no matter the situation? Someone who makes decisions faster than you can even process the problem? Someone who, no matter what life throws at them, always seems to land on their feet, like they were already 5 steps ahead. That's Aries. There's something almost magnetic about the way Aries moves through the world. They don't just exist in a moment, they own it. They don't second guess, they don't hesitate. They see what needs to be done, and they do it long before anyone else even figures out what's happening. And that, right there, is a rare kind of intelligence. But let's get one thing straight. Aries' intelligence isn't the kind that needs a library full of books or a stack of degrees to prove itself. Their mind works differently. It's alive, instinctive, fearless. They have a way of reading a situation instantly, knowing exactly what to say, when to act, and most importantly, when to walk away. It's the kind of intelligence that isn't just about knowledge, it's about how they use it. And today, we're going to break it all down. 20 reasons why Aries is one of the most intelligent signs in the Zodiac. And trust me, by the time we're done, you'll never look at Aries the same way again. Before we jump in, take a second to subscribe to Secret of the Zodiac and hit the like button if you love astrology content. It really helps support the channel. And stick around, because at the end, we have a special question for you in the comments. Now let's talk about why Aries always seems to be 1 step ahead. The first thing you need to understand about Aries is that their intelligence isn't just about thinking, it's about doing. While other people get stuck overanalyzing, doubting themselves, or waiting for the right moment, Aries is already moving. Their brain doesn't have time for hesitation. The second they sense an opportunity, they go after it. The moment they recognize a problem, they're already working on a solution. They don't wait for permission, and they certainly don't wait for someone else to figure things out first. It's almost like their mind is constantly running on high speed, scanning the world around them, picking up on things most people miss. They see what's happening before it happens. They feel shifts in energy, tension in the air, the unspoken words behind someone's eyes. And because of that, they react faster than anyone else. Some people might call it impulsive, but Aries knows better. It's instinct. Ever noticed how an Aries can make a split-second decision, and somehow it turns out to be the right one? That's because they don't waste time doubting themselves. They trust their gut, and, more often than not, their gut is right. They don't need hours of research or endless discussions to make up their minds. They know. And while the rest of the world is still debating what to do, Aries is already 10 steps ahead, making things happen. This kind of intelligence is why Aries often finds themselves in leadership positions, even when they weren't looking for them. People naturally follow them, not just because they're confident, but because they get things done. When chaos breaks out, Aries doesn't panic. When the unexpected happens, they don't freeze. They take control. They figure it out. And while everyone else is standing there wondering what to do, Aries is already moving forward. But their intelligence isn't just about action. It's also about adaptability. Aries can walk into any situation, no matter how unfamiliar or challenging, and somehow make it work. It's like they were built to navigate the unknown. New job? They'll master it in no time. Unexpected obstacle? They'll turn it into an opportunity. A plan falls apart? They'll create a new one before you even realize there was a problem. They don't just survive in unpredictable situations. They thrive in them. And that's what makes them so different from other intelligent people. It's not just about what they know, it's about how quickly they can figure things out. But what fuels this level of intelligence? How do they manage to always be so sharp, so ahead of the game? Well, that's exactly what we're about to dive into next. Number 1, Aries are quick decision makers. While others hesitate, weighing the pros and cons, or getting lost in a cycle of overthinking, Aries has already assessed the situation, made a decision, and put it into action. This isn't just about being fast, it's about being efficient. They don't let opportunities slip through their fingers because they were too busy second-guessing themselves. Their ability to process information in real time allows them to act with confidence and certainty, making them incredibly effective in fast-paced environments. Aries understands that hesitation can be the difference between success and failure, and for them, standing still is never an option. You've probably noticed that Aries seem to always know what to do, even when thrown into unfamiliar situations. It's not luck. It's not random confidence. It's an intelligence that is built on trust. Trust in their own mind. Trust in their ability to figure things out as they go. And they don't need to know everything before they act. That's what sets them apart. While some people wait for every detail to be clear, Aries moves forward with certainty, knowing that they'll adjust along the way if needed. It's the kind of intelligence that is often mistaken for impulsiveness, but in reality, it's far more calculated than people realize. Number 2, Aries are fearless innovators. They don't just follow the rules, they rewrite them. If they see a better way to do something, they'll take the risk and try it. If they have an idea, they won't sit on it for months, doubting themselves or waiting for external validation. They execute, they build, they create. This natural ability to take initiative is a huge part of what makes them stand out. Many Aries become pioneers in their fields simply because they aren't afraid to be first. Where others see uncertainty, Aries sees opportunity. They aren't afraid of failure either. While other people let the fear of making mistakes hold them back, Aries sees failure as just another step in the learning process. If something doesn't work out, they don't dwell on it or let it discourage them. They analyze it, learn from it, and try again. They understand that real intelligence isn't about always being right. It's about knowing how to learn and adapt. And Aries, they adapt better than almost anyone. Number 3, Aries have high mental agility. Their minds work at high speed, not just in decision-making, but in processing new information and adapting to their surroundings. Drop an Aries into a completely unfamiliar situation, and they won't shut down or freeze. They'll adjust, absorb what they need to know, and start navigating it like they've been there for years. They are quick to learn, quick to shift their approach, and quick to identify the best path forward. This ability to think on their feet makes them incredible problem solvers. Aries don't get stuck on what should have happened. They focus on what is happening and what needs to be done next. They aren't the type to dwell on mistakes or regret past choices. Instead, they're always scanning the present moment, looking for the smartest move they can make right now. It's this ability to stay mentally agile that allows them to thrive in high-pressure environments where others would struggle to keep up. Number 4, Aries have unshakable confidence, and this confidence is a huge part of their intelligence. When an Aries knows something, they know it. They don't waste time doubting themselves or seeking external validation. They trust their instincts, their skills, and their ability to handle whatever comes their way. This isn't arrogance, it's self-assurance. Aries understands that second-guessing can lead to hesitation, and hesitation can lead to missed opportunities. They don't allow doubt to cloud their judgment. Instead, they move with conviction. This confidence also allows them to think clearly under pressure. When others start to break down or panic in stressful situations, Aries remains steady. They don't get overwhelmed by chaos. They find clarity within it. Their ability to stay focused and decisive when things get difficult makes them natural leaders, whether they intend to lead or not. People are drawn to them in moments of crisis because Aries exudes the kind of confidence that makes others feel safe. They have a way of making people believe that no matter what happens, everything will be okay, because Aries will figure it out. Number 5, Aries have incredible focus under pressure. Some people crack when the stakes are high. They freeze, overthink, or let fear cloud their judgment. Aries, they become sharper. The more pressure, the more focused they become. High-stakes situations don't intimidate them. They energize them. It's almost as if Aries' intelligence operates on a different level when the heat is on. Think about it. Some of the most intelligent people in the world aren't just those who know things. They're the ones who can think quickly, adjust in real time, and act with confidence. Aries excels in all of these areas. Their intelligence isn't just about absorbing knowledge, it's about applying it in real time. And that's what sets them apart. While others are still trying to process what's happening, Aries has already assessed the situation, figured out the best course of action, and started executing it. But Aries' intelligence isn't limited to fast thinking and sharp decision-making. There's another layer to their brilliance, one that makes them not just quick, but also deeply strategic in a way that most people never see coming. Because while Aries might seem like they're always operating on instinct, there's actually a lot more calculation happening beneath the surface than people realize. And that's exactly what we're about to dive into next. Number 6, Aries are natural strategists, even if they don't always show it. At first glance, they might seem like they're making decisions purely on instinct, charging ahead without a second thought. But if you look closer, you'll realize that Aries are always thinking several steps ahead. Their minds work fast, yes, but they also work deeply. They don't just act for the sake of acting. They act with intention, with purpose, and with a plan already forming in the back of their minds. This ability to strategize on the fly is what makes Aries so unpredictable. You might think you have them figured out, but before you know it, they've already shifted gears, adapted to the situation, and come out on top before anyone else even realized what was happening. Aries knows how to win, and they know how to position themselves in a way that ensures success. They don't always reveal their full thought process, and that's what makes them so brilliant. While others are stuck overanalyzing, Aries has already mapped out the possibilities and taken decisive action before anyone else can catch up. It's this blend of speed and strategy that allows them to navigate life so effectively. Some people assume that Aries move recklessly, but in reality, they are constantly calculating risk and reward. They aren't reckless, they're bold. There's a huge difference. They don't waste time over-explaining their decisions, but that doesn't mean they aren't thinking things through. They simply trust their ability to figure things out as they go, and most of the time, they do it better than anyone else. Number 7, Aries are masters of influence. Their intelligence isn't just about knowing facts or making quick decisions. It's also about how they use their energy to shape the world around them. They have a presence that commands attention. People listen when Aries speaks, not just because they're loud or confident, but because they have a way of expressing ideas that makes others believe. Aries have a natural ability to persuade, inspire, and lead, whether they realize it or not. It's not manipulation, it's clarity. Aries doesn't waste time with unnecessary details or empty words. They get to the point, they say things with conviction, and they make decisions with such certainty that people naturally trust their judgment. Even when they don't have all the answers, they move with such confidence that others are willing to follow their lead. This kind of intelligence is what makes them such powerful motivators, speakers, and decision makers. They don't just process information, they shape it into action. This is why so many Aries find themselves in leadership roles, even when they aren't actively seeking them out. Their intelligence isn't just about knowing what to do, it's about getting others to believe in it too. They have the ability to ignite action in others, to create momentum, and to push people beyond their own limits. It's one thing to be smart, it's another to be able to take that intelligence and turn it into something that moves people. Aries have that gift. Number 8, Aries are fearless learners. Unlike some people who only seek knowledge when they're forced to, Aries actively pursue new information. But here's the difference. Aries don't just learn for the sake of learning. They learn to use what they know. They don't just collect knowledge and let it sit. They take what they've learned and immediately apply it to real life. They thrive in fast-paced environments where they have to pick things up quickly. If they don't know something, they don't get stuck in self-doubt. They figure it out. Aries understands that knowledge isn't just about memorization, it's about application. And because of that, they're able to adapt to new situations faster than almost anyone else. Their intelligence isn't static. It's always evolving, always growing, always in motion. This is what makes Aries such fast learners. They don't need months of preparation before jumping into something new. They dive in, absorb everything around them, and master it as they go. They trust their ability to adapt, which means they never feel limited by what they don't know. If an Aries wants to learn something, they will do it. Not tomorrow, not next year, but right now. Number 9, Aries are unapologetically independent thinkers. They don't blindly follow rules or traditions, just because that's how things have always been done. If something doesn't make sense to them, they will challenge it. If a system is broken, they won't just accept it. They'll look for ways to change it. This kind of intelligence is rare because it requires courage. It's easy to go with the flow and follow what everyone else is doing. It's much harder to question everything, to think for yourself, and to forge your own path. Aries do this instinctively. They are not afraid to stand alone. If their opinion is different from the majority, they will still stand by it. They won't conform just to make others comfortable. And while this can sometimes make them seem stubborn, it's actually one of their greatest strengths. Aries has the ability to see things differently, to look at the world from a fresh perspective, and to challenge ideas that no one else dares to question. This independent mindset is what makes Aries such innovators. They aren't afraid to break the rules. They aren't afraid to think differently. They aren't afraid to go against what everyone else believes if they know deep down that they are right, and more often than not, they are. Number 10, Aries are mentally relentless. Once they set their sights on something, there is no stopping them. This isn't just about determination, it's about mental endurance. Aries don't just give up when things get difficult. If they hit a wall, they find a way around it. If something seems impossible, they push harder until it becomes possible. Their intelligence is built on persistence, on the belief that no matter how tough a situation is, there is always a way through. And that's what makes them so uniquely powerful. While others might give up after the first few failures, Aries sees failure as a challenge. They take every setback as an opportunity to improve, every mistake as a lesson, and every difficulty as proof that they're getting closer to success. Their intelligence isn't fragile, it's resilient. It doesn't break under pressure, it gets sharper. Aries doesn't just think, they act. They don't just learn, they apply. They don't just believe in something, they make it happen. But Aries' intelligence isn't just about their ability to keep going. It's also about how they navigate challenges with absolute confidence. There's a certain fearlessness in the way Aries approaches obstacles, an ability to step into difficult situations with complete certainty that they will find a way through. And that's exactly what we're about to explore next. Number 11, Aries are fearless problem solvers. Some people freeze when faced with unexpected challenges, overwhelmed by uncertainty and doubt. Aries, however, thrives in these moments. Their intelligence isn't just about knowing things, it's about knowing how to figure things out. They don't get stuck waiting for the perfect solution to magically appear. They take action, they test ideas, they adapt in real time, and they keep moving forward until they break through. This ability to think and act simultaneously is one of the reasons Aries always seem to have an answer, even in situations they've never encountered before. What makes this even more fascinating is that Aries doesn't just rely on logic. They have a deep, intuitive sense of what will work and what won't. They can read a situation, assess the dynamics, and instinctively know which approach will get the best result. Their problem-solving skills aren't limited to personal challenges. They apply them everywhere, whether in business, relationships, or creative pursuits. If something isn't working, Aries will be the first to step in and fix it. Number 12, Aries have a natural talent for reading people. They might not always express it openly, but they have an uncanny ability to sense people's true intentions. It's almost as if they can see beyond the words, beyond the smiles, and straight into what someone is really thinking. This isn't just a lucky guess. It's a combination of sharp observation, strong intuition, and quick analysis. Aries notices the smallest shifts in behavior, the slightest changes in energy, and even the way someone hesitates before speaking. This ability gives Aries a strategic advantage in social situations. They know who they can trust and who they need to keep an eye on. They can tell when someone is being genuine and when someone is just saying what they think Aries wants to hear. And because Aries is naturally direct and assertive, they won't hesitate to call it out. They don't have patience for fake people, and they certainly don't let themselves get played. Their intelligence allows them to navigate personal and professional relationships with a level of clarity that many others lack. Number 13, Aries are incredibly adaptable, and this is one of their most underrated forms of intelligence. They don't cling to rigid plans or fixed ideas. If something isn't working, they pivot. If the situation changes, they adjust. If they face unexpected obstacles, they find another way through. This is why Aries can walk into almost any environment, no matter how unfamiliar or challenging, and quickly find their footing. Their adaptability isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Aries doesn't just accept change, they embrace it. While others resist and struggle against the unknown, Aries moves with confidence. They don't waste time longing for how things used to be. They focus on what's happening now and what needs to be done next. This flexibility allows them to excel in careers, relationships, and personal growth because they are always evolving, always improving, and always ahead of the game. Number 14, Aries are brilliant under pressure. Some people need time to process things, to slowly work through their emotions and thoughts before making a decision. Aries, they perform best when the stakes are high. In moments where others might shut down, Aries becomes sharper, more focused, and more determined than ever. It's almost like their brain switches into a higher gear. Instead of panicking, Aries becomes laser-focused on what needs to be done. They can separate emotions from logic, filter out distractions, and make the right call in record time. This is what makes them such great leaders in crisis situations. When everything feels chaotic and uncertain, Aries steps up. They don't wait for someone else to take charge. They assume responsibility, they bring clarity, and they get things done. This ability to think clearly in high-pressure moments is something that sets Aries apart from so many others. They don't collapse under stress. They become stronger because of it. Their intelligence isn't just about what they know. It's about how they use their mental strength to keep pushing forward, no matter what stands in their way. Number 15, Aries are relentlessly driven. While other people might lose motivation, Aries has an unstoppable force inside them that refuses to let them quit. It doesn't matter how difficult the challenge is. It doesn't matter how many setbacks they face. Aries will keep going, keep pushing, keep fighting for what they believe in. Their intelligence isn't just about knowing things, it's about knowing how to keep moving forward even when things get tough. This drive isn't just about personal goals, it's about proving to themselves that they can do it. Aries doesn't seek approval from others. They don't need external validation to know they are capable. They set their own standards, and they refuse to settle for anything less than what they know they can achieve. This mindset makes them incredibly powerful, because while others give up after a few failures, Aries sees each failure as a lesson, a stepping stone, a necessary step towards success. And that's exactly what makes Aries so different. They don't just rely on intelligence alone. They combine it with courage, resilience, and action. They don't just dream about success. They chase it down, they fight for it, and they don't stop until they get there. Their intelligence is alive, aggressive, and unstoppable. But there's something else that makes Aries truly unique. It's not just their ability to think fast, adapt, and lead. It's also their unbreakable mindset, the way they approach life with an almost superhuman level of determination and confidence. And that's exactly what we're about to dive into next. Number 16, Aries have an unstoppable mindset. While others may crumble under pressure or give up after encountering obstacles, Aries approaches challenges with a level of mental toughness that is almost intimidating. They don't allow doubt, fear, or setbacks to dictate their path. Instead, they use every difficulty as fuel to push even harder. Their intelligence isn't just about quick thinking, it's about mental endurance, the ability to keep going when others have long since quit. This relentless drive is what separates Aries from the crowd. Where some people see barriers, Aries sees opportunities. Where others hesitate, Aries takes action. If they set a goal, they will do whatever it takes to achieve it, no matter how difficult or impossible it may seem to others. They refuse to accept defeat, and if one path is blocked, they will carve a new one. They don't sit around waiting for motivation or luck. They create their own success through sheer willpower. It's this fearless determination that makes them such a force to be reckoned with. They don't just want success, they expect it, and they are willing to do the work, make the sacrifices, and push through any limitations to make it happen. While others waste time making excuses, Aries is already 3 steps ahead, turning their vision into reality. Number 17, Aries possess an instinct for leadership. Even when they aren't actively trying to take charge, People naturally look to them for direction. There's something about the way Aries carries themselves, their confidence, their decisiveness, their ability to think quickly and act even faster, that makes them impossible to ignore. Aries doesn't need a title or authority to lead. They do it effortlessly, simply because they know how to take control of a situation. They make decisions with conviction, and people trust them because of it. When chaos arises, Aries is the one who remains steady. While others get lost in doubt or fear, Aries steps up and makes things happen. This natural ability to lead is a reflection of their sharp intelligence and strong instincts. They don't wait for someone else to solve the problem. They step forward and handle it themselves. Their confidence, combined with their quick thinking and ability to see solutions where others see problems, makes them one of the most effective leaders of the zodiac. Number 18. Aries are fearless risk takers. Where most people hesitate, worrying about failure or embarrassment, Aries jumps in without fear. They don't let the possibility of things going wrong hold them back. To them, risk isn't something to avoid, it's something to embrace. This is what makes them such great innovators and pioneers. Aries isn't afraid to go where no one else has gone before. They are the ones who push boundaries, test limits, and take bold steps forward, while others stay safely in their comfort zones. They understand that without risk, there is no reward, and they are willing to take chances to create something extraordinary. This intelligence goes beyond just bravery. It's about knowing which risks are worth taking. Aries have a sharp ability to assess a situation quickly and determine whether the potential reward is greater than the potential loss. They may seem impulsive, but their decisions are often more calculated than people realize. They trust their instincts, and because they act decisively, they often come out ahead. Number 19. Aries thrive outside of their comfort zone. While some people cling to familiarity, Aries is constantly seeking new experiences, new challenges, and new ways to grow. They don't fear change, they crave it. Routine bores them, stagnation suffocates them, and they always feel the need to keep moving forward. This is what makes them so dynamic and adaptable. Aries is never afraid to start over, try something new, or step into the unknown. They are not attached to comfort or security in the same way that many people are. Instead, they find excitement in the unpredictable. They see life as an adventure, and they aren't afraid to take risks, start fresh, or challenge themselves in ways that others might shy away from. This mindset is part of what makes Aries so intelligent. They are constantly learning, constantly evolving, and constantly pushing themselves to be better. While others may get stuck in fear of the unknown, Aries sees the unknown as a playground of possibilities. Their willingness to embrace the unfamiliar, to take chances, and to throw themselves into new experiences allows them to grow at a faster rate than most. Number 20. Aries are unstoppable forces of action. They don't just dream about success, happiness, or adventure. They go after it with full force. Their intelligence isn't just about knowledge, it's about execution. They don't waste time over-analyzing, procrastinating, or waiting for the perfect moment. They make things happen. This is what makes Aries so magnetic. They live life on their own terms, unafraid to chase their desires and ambitions. They don't let fear stop them. They don't let obstacles slow them down. They have a relentless energy that keeps them moving forward, no matter what. But Aries' intelligence isn't just about their ability to act. It's also about how they inspire others to take action too. They don't just succeed alone. They light a fire in the people around them, pushing them to be bolder, braver, and more determined in their own lives. And that's exactly why Aries stands out as one of the most intelligent signs in the zodiac. They are thinkers, doers, leaders, and risk takers. They don't just have ideas, they bring them to life. They don't just talk about what they want, they go after it. They don't just plan for success, they create it. And if you've ever been lucky enough to know an Aries, you know exactly what I mean. After everything we've uncovered about Aries' intelligence, one thing is absolutely clear. Aries are unstoppable forces of nature. They think fast, act boldly, and adapt like no one else. They don't just sit around waiting for things to happen. They make things happen. Aries doesn't just dream about success. They chase it down, they fight for it, and they refuse to let anything stand in their way. We've explored the many layers of Aries intelligence, from their quick decision-making to their strategic mindset, from their fearless risk-taking to their ability to thrive under pressure. Aries proves time and time again that their intelligence isn't just about knowing things. It's about knowing how to use what they know to move forward. They are natural leaders even when they don't intend to be. People look up to them because Aries exudes a kind of confidence and clarity that makes others believe in them. They aren't afraid to stand alone, to think differently, to challenge ideas that no one else dares to question. Aries doesn't need approval or validation. They trust themselves. And that level of independent thinking, that's rare. But Aries' intelligence isn't just about strategy or quick thinking. It's about energy. It's the kind of intelligence that moves things forward, that pushes people to take action, that changes the world one bold decision at a time. Aries doesn't wait for the right time, because to them the right time is now. They don't waste energy on fear because they know fear is just an illusion designed to hold people back. And Aries? Aries refuses to be held back. Think about the Aries people you know. Have you ever seen them give up? Have you ever seen them back down from a challenge? Even when they fail, even when things don't go as planned, they always find a way to rise again. Their intelligence is resilient, unbreakable. It doesn't matter how many times they fall because Aries will always stand back up, stronger than before. And maybe that's what makes them so different. Aries' intelligence isn't just in their mind, it's in their spirit. It's in their refusal to accept defeat. It's in the way they take on life with full force, never hesitating, never settling, never stopping. They don't just think, they act. They don't just learn, they apply. They don't just exist, they thrive. And that's exactly why Aries is one of the most intelligent, dynamic, and powerful signs in the zodiac. Now let's hear from you. Which of these Aries traits do you see in yourself or in someone you know? Are you the quick thinker, the risk taker, the problem solver, or the relentless go-getter? Or maybe you know an Aries who embodies everything we've talked about today. Drop a comment below and tell us, what impresses you the most about Aries' intelligence? What's the one thing about Aries that makes them stand out? Let's get this comment section buzzing because we want to know what you think. And if you've made it this far, you already know this is the kind of content you love. So hit that like button to let us know you want more. And most importantly, subscribe to Secret of the Zodiac so you never miss a video about your favorite zodiac signs. We have tons of other videos waiting for you, breaking down everything you need to know about astrology. So go check them out next. Whether you're an Aries yourself or just trying to understand one better, there's always more to learn. And remember, Aries never stops moving forward, and neither should you. Whatever you're working toward, whatever challenge you're facing, take a page from Aries' book and go after it with everything you've got. Now drop those comments, hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.